Hello everyone and welcome back to Prestige Reef. Today it's going to be a very quick video, but I've got some very exciting news for you. The fish room has started, so that is a big step in the right direction. And the other thing is that I have an announcement to make. I have a new tank. I've actually had this tank since December, and it's been sort of like, you know, secretly, every so often I'd put like a little a picture on Instagram or something to make people go, oh, you know, like what's going on. But I've never actually got around to starting it until now, basically. And although it's not started yet, it will be started in the very near future. Now, the reason that the video is short today is because one of my friends had issue with their tank, so I was there last night helping him out. And that is normally when I would be working on a video for you, because I obviously have no life if I'm working on videos every Saturday evening. Yeah. It's moments like this that you start to question your life choices. But anyway, so let me, I'll take you into the kitchen where the new tank is. And I don't want to go into it too much because I'm going to be doing a whole series on it. In the past, I haven't shown my tank as much as some other YouTubers. I'm not entirely sure why that is, but it's difficult to continue to make content on a tank which has been running essentially for almost 11 years now. So, because not a lot changes. Whereas with a new tank, you can go from the very beginning and I can show all the good stuff, all the bad stuff, any algae problems, and I know so much more than I did 11 years ago. So even something as basic as dipping corals and stuff like that, which I never did when I first started. So this tank should have less issues than any tanks I've had previously, but I also want to make it sort of like, I want this to be quite a special tank. We'll see, because my current tank is, as you know, is almost all SPS, whereas I'd like this to be a mixed reef tank, which to some extent is actually much harder than just an all SPS tank, because you're trying to cater for corals of all different varieties and that like different lighting and different water parameters. So we will see how it goes. But this tank essentially will be our tank. Yeah. Basically, it'll be a tank that I share every step of the way with you, which is probably what I should have been doing already. But yeah, so let me take you into the kitchen and we'll have a look. Right, I have no furniture because I've only just moved in and I can't afford it anymore, especially with the fish room coming. So that's why it's so echoey in here. But this is the new tank. It is a Red Sea 425. Yep, 425. It's the deluxe version. I've had this tank since, as I said, since December. But originally I was going to set it up at the office where I work, whereas now I'm going to set it up in my kitchen. So, which I think is a better place for it anyway. I don't want to go into it too much because I will be doing it, as I said, like a full video of a whole series, in fact. So if you're new to the channel, not all of my videos are necessary for you. Sometimes people say to me that they might be, some of them are a little bit, you know, above like the beginner level. But this tank is going to be taking it very, very back to basics. And hopefully I won't make all the mistakes I made when I was a beginner. And yeah, so that's very exciting. The other thing I want to show you is I'm going to take you outside now to the garage, because I want to show you the progress with the fish room. Because yes, it is happening. It's coming along. It's coming along. It's cost a ton of money already, but we're going to get there. We're going to get there. So yeah. So this is in the future. Garage in the future. So exciting things are happening. If you aren't already subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. The videos aren't usually like this. It's a bit impromptu, probably poor video and sound quality, but I want to give you something. You know, you come back every week, so it's my job to put stuff out there every week. So anyway, let me take you outside. It's probably going to be a bit echo in here, and the electrician shut off the power, so I've got no lights, so I'm not entirely sure how much you can see. But this is the fish room. This is going to be the future of the channel. The room is 6 meters by 4 meters, and it's basically just going to be like, if you've seen the plans already, it's going to be absolutely full of tanks. I'm going to have two 4x2 coral trays. Sorry, four 4x2 coral trays, and then at the back, along this back wall over here, will be the tanks behind them, and those tanks will be for essentially experiments, or I can have mother colonies, or even fish that can't go into my other tank that's going to be in the house, which obviously you saw a minute ago. And then in the back corner, where I'm going to have my sort of fragging station, so back behind me here, where I'm going to have sort of a sink, and then there's going to be a quarantine tank and the saw. So I'm going to have a coral saw here, and then basically there's going to be a walkway along here. So obviously many of you will have seen the plans already, so it's hard to show exactly what it is without it going, but I promise you I'd keep you up to date, and this is the latest update. So the next thing that needs to happen is the walls need to be covered in PVC, because I'm going to go for like a clinical sort of white plastic look, and yeah, so it's that's basically the latest update. And then obviously the floor needs to be insulated, and the floor needs to be insulated and sealed, and that's it. Then it'll be time for, I've got a carpenter to build the stands, and then I just need to get quotes to have all the tanks put in. So, but I just wanted to let you know, basically this is happening, and I end up borrowing a shit ton of money, but like, you gotta do these things sometimes, haven't you? You gotta do these things sometimes. So it's very exciting, and I look forward to progressing and showing you basically what goes on. So I just want to say, obviously, thank you to everyone that obviously supports the channel. Thank you to everyone that bought the corals, because it's made a massive difference, and because all the coral sales went through the roof. I'm actually running out, which is not a good sign at the moment. But yeah, we'll get there. And as I said, I want to bring you along every step of the way, because this is going to be quite it's going to be quite an in-depth build. Everything's going to be automated, where it go. So yeah, basically everything's. I'm going to try and make it as easy as possible to run. In theory, a wall change on the entire system should only take about 10 minutes. So let's see if that actually works out. But yeah, so anyway, sorry it was a short video this week, but as I said, I was helping someone last night, so have a good week, and I will see you next time.